Hey, my neon lights, 'tis I, Midnight Neon. I am here today. I'm not in my usual recording place. I had to go somewhere and borrow the internet, so to speak. Um, but the place I'm at is pretty cool. So we are reacting to today to a Dr. Mike video. I've watched his stuff off and on for quite a while. This particular one is going to be very short. But that being said, it's also very important because, in a way, Dr. Mike is kind of in alert mode. I don't want to say he's in panic mode yet, but it could get there with the topic he's going to discuss. And I'm going to be super honest. You probably shouldn't form opinions right away, but I'm going to give you my opinion today. So here we go.
If you just heard that RFK Jr. cut the childhood vaccine schedule and your brain went, wait, did we just lose access to vaccines? Take a breath. Let's break down what actually changed and why it matters. On January 5th, the CDC announced a headline change. They are no longer universally recommending several vaccines for all children the way it previously did.
Okay, let's go back a minute.
Universal
Turn the captions off for a second. Yeah, this isn't good.
recommending several vaccines for all children the way it previously did. Instead, this new schedule sorts vaccines into three buckets. 1, vaccines recommended for all kids. 2, vaccines for certain high-risk groups. And 3, vaccines that fall into a category that are now shared clinical decision-making. Well, what moved out of the everyone gets it bucket? Influenza, rotavirus, RSV, hepatitis A, hepatitis B, and meningitis vaccines. Folks, these are not benign conditions. Flu hospitalizations are the highest they've been in a decade. 50 to 70,000 kids were hospitalized with rotavirus before the vaccine was around. Hepatitis B is especially serious for babies as they have a 90% chance of developing chronic infection, which can lead to cirrhosis or even cancer later in life. Actually, about 20,000 kids got hepatitis B every year before the universal vaccine. And half of those were not from the mother. So no, testing doesn't solve the problem completely. Recommending certain vaccines targeted at high-risk groups sometimes can absolutely make sense, but only if the data points in that direction. And I need to state this clearly. No breakthrough or new research was discovered to make this change, and vaccines remain proven to be safe to be given to healthy children at scale to prevent illness. So how did the committees put in charge of our children's well-being allow this change? Well, they didn't. No independent body reviewed and recommended these changes. It was a unilateral.
Okay. Well, I'm going to hit dismiss on that for a minute. I want to make something very clear. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., this man right here, this guy, in no way, shape, or form should he be in charge of the CDC. He is a lawyer. He understands law. He understands courtrooms. He understands how to manipulate a jury. That man has absolutely no history or background, professional, amateur, or otherwise, in terms of healthcare, medications, or anything else. And I know this because I've studied very closely, because what Dr. Mike is talking about is one of the reasons why I'm here today to entertain a lot of you. So yeah, this reaction video is on a bit of a serious side. This guy, He knows nothing about medicine. He knows nothing about the human body other than his own self. I mean, he knows absolute squat. As far as I am concerned, he really should not be in charge of the CDC. I usually don't have opinions, but this isn't about politics. This is about a man who knows nothing of what he's in charge of, doing something that is putting everybody's life at risk. Dr. Mike, I would believe him almost every time versus this guy. Now, if this guy was in a courtroom and doing his lawyer thing, oh yeah, I'd believe him because he knows what he's doing there. He's had no training in the medical profession. So for him to be in charge of the CDC is just flabbergasting to me. But let's finish the video. Why?
And truly not scientific
Hold on, we lost sound there for a minute, so let's back up.
children at scale to prevent illness. So how do the committees put in charge of our children's well-being allow this change? Well, they didn't. No independent body reviewed and recommended these changes. It was a unilateral and truly not scientific decision criticized by CDC's own employees and medical experts across the country. And here's why this is a big deal. Universal recommendations aren't just words on a website. They drive what our medical offices stock, what parents view as standard, what schools and states consider, and what communities actually do. In public health, even small drops in vaccine uptake can mean big increases in outbreaks. I'm not one to fearmonger, but here's the harsh reality. Less children will be vaccinated. More children will get sick. You will hear news of more unnecessary hospitalizations and deaths in the unvaccinated. So what should you do as a parent or caregiver? Don't panic. Look to professional organizations like the AAFP and AAP. Call your doctor. Ask, what do you recommend given my child's age, risks, and local disease spread? And if you're hearing loud voices online, remember, protecting the well-being of children shouldn't be political. It's clinical.
Yeah, by denying us vaccines, this is what could happen to us. What?
As a practicing doctor and someone who
So yeah, you'll have seen a few flickers and stuff. I had to edit some stuff out, commercials mostly, because I am not sponsored by those people, so I'm not allowing them on my channel. But yeah, I would believe. Sorry, Dr. Mike, I got your face paused on over. I would believe this guy almost every time versus, pretty much any government employee. So, because I'm going to tell you exactly why I would believe a medical professional versus what the government's telling me. Because, first of all, most doctors, most nurses, most specialists, most surgeons, they're on the ground. They're dealing with this stuff every day. This is their everyday stuff. They are not trying to panic you. They're trying to inform you before the panic happens. So it is absolutely important that you guys understand how important vaccines are, because this isn't political anymore. This is a matter of people's lives and things like that being put in danger for politics. That's what that boils down to. And, there we are. So, yes, I'm just... I'm very upset because, honestly, I would not be here now if it was not for vaccines. But anyways, my Neon Lights, this was a short episode. I hope you all take it both seriously, informative, and understand that the people making the decisions on our lives are probably not the people that need to be doing so. Anyway, I'll see you guys another day. I stand corrected. I forgot my usual outro. Anyways, my neon lights, always remember to shine brightly in the dark. There we go. Got my proper outro in.